A real good arts community, just like any sort of community, is one that really digs in and helps each other out and puts aside whatever differences that there might be and thinks about the big picture of making their world a better, happier, friendlier place. The Catalyst is the new beer that we're doing for Create Denver. A catalyst is something that creates excitement and gets the engine running and makes, reactions take place. Like many a good brainstorming session, especially in our trade, it started with a group of people sitting together and talking over a couple of beers. We discuss everything from the style of beer to the alcohol content to the hops, what sort of ingredients would go to it. It's very much a collaborative beer in that it's made with local ingredients, Colorado malt, and locally grown hops from Voss Farms. The beer was the catalyst to get all of us together to plan this project and come up with a really cool, unique beer that somehow embodied the spirit of the Denver arts community, and in this case, the Denver beer community as well. The idea of the beer was a really cool idea of Andy Brown, our head brewer. Andy's idea was to ferment the beer with the house yeast from a number of Denver breweries. Part of the fun of the beer is that these 7 other breweries, their brewing art is represented in the beer. Without yeast, there is no beer. But the yeast are working together also. And one of the joys of collaborating with other artists is that you end up with an end result, an art that's different from what you expected.
Today we're making the Catalyst. It's going to be an extra pale ale. The beer is all Colorado grown 2-row barley, made here in Colorado and malted down in Alamosa. I think it'll be an interesting kind of like I'm going to say it's going to be like a sort of Belgian pale ale. Some interesting yeast character.
It's a way to bring people together, and it is a way for people to realize a spark and be inspired and take something further, or to get the next step, to raise them up, to give them the ladder to the next phase of their business, whatever that may be. So Catalyst, I think, really encompasses all of that. It's more important to just produce a piece that's successful and communicates to the community that there's others out there like you that are willing to help, and that we're all in this together, and that we can create a bigger, stronger community as a whole by each pitching in individually. It's not just about the individual. It's not just about design and image. It's not just about the Wynkoop. It's not just about public works. It's about the group as a whole. It's the elevation of the Denver creative community.
Similar to the way we tried to mix the raw steel and the beetle kill pine and bring those two communities together, the mountain community and the urban community together in the look of the tap handle. When you have collaboration at that level, it's so exciting because it brings in the right people to really support and really blow it up.
It's part of the notion of craft. This is craft beer and this is craft printing. The machines are American made and built to last. It is a tried and true method of printing. It's the same reason that the Wynkoop or some of the other microbrews in Colorado, why they do what they do. You could do it a different way. You could do it in massive batches. You can do it based on incredibly huge formulaic recipes that don't ever get tweaked or touched, and you could do it in a very non-inventive sort of way. It's more personally rewarding to invent and create and to tweak and to massage a recipe and to work in small batches and to make something fundamentally precious.
Many of us have learned that life is really, really short, and you shouldn't waste any time wondering about your peers and what they're doing. The thing you should do is walk across the street and introduce yourself to them and shake their hand and say, how can we work together? How can we help each other out? And flourish because of that. We try to put that credo to work every day, and sometimes we have room for improvement, but this project was a really good example of why you need to reach out and talk to people, get out of your comfort zone, go meet some people, and seize the day, and don't waste any of your time thinking about this sort of so-called business, competition mindset of your whatever industry you're in.